Welcome to Mr. Academia. I welcome you and we thank you for watching all our lessons. Remember to share, to like, and also to comment on our lessons. Press that button to get notifications for all our lessons. We are going to look at matrix multiplication. So to start with, we start with multiplication by a scalar. So a scalar is any number, we call it K or we can call it K, but any number which is between 1 and any number. Actually it is any number, we can call it a scalar. And if we have a matrix which always represent with capital letters like a matrix A, always denoted by A. So if we multiply it by a scalar, we denote that or write that one as K multiplied by A. So when we multiply a matrix with a scalar, each entry of a matrix or each element of a matrix is multiplied with that scalar that is multiplying with a matrix. Let's look at an example where we are multiplying a matrix with a scalar. So you can see we are supposed to multiply -1 with a matrix A, where the matrix A is this one here. So in our solution, -1 will multiply with each of these entries in this matrix. So you can see that -1 times -1 gives us 1. Then -1 multiplies with 2 to give us -2. -1 with 3 to give us -3. -1 with 0 to give us 0. -1 with 8 to give us -8. But each element or each member here or each entry is multiplied with -1 such that the answer is this one here. If we look at what happens when we are multiplying a matrix with another matrix. So when multiplying matrices, the number of columns in the first matrix should be equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. So let's look at this, or what basically this means, but that is the key thing that we need to know, that the number of columns of the first matrix should be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix for the two matrices to be multiplied. So for example, if the first matrix is a 1 by 4, then the second matrix should be a 4 by 1 matrix, such that you can see that the number of columns for this is this, and the number of rows for this is this one, meaning that they are equal. So we can go ahead and multiply the two matrices. We look at an example where we are supposed to multiply matrices. In this case, we are multiplying this matrix, which is a 1 by 4 matrix. So since this is a 4 by 1 matrix, so we can go ahead and multiply because this and this are similar. So meaning that the answer will be a 1 by 1 matrix. So if we multiply this, we shall multiply a row with a column, row times column. So entries are multiplied in row by column form. So 1 we multiply with 5, that is 1 times 5. And then we add to what we get when we multiply 2 with 6. We also add to what we get when we multiply 2 times 7 and then 4 times 8. So that's why finally we are adding up all these entries, 1 times 5 plus 2 times 6 plus 3 times 7 plus 4 times 8 to give us 70 as the answer. So the answer here is also a matrix, and in this case it is a 1 by 1 matrix, only that we forgot to put these brackets, but I have put them there right now. If we look at now a case whereby we introduce in the matrices themselves, where we have the matrix A, which is this one, and then the matrix B, which is this, and we are supposed to multiply them. So first of all, we need to look at the order of these two matrices. For example, this one here is a 2 by 3 matrix, whereas this one is a 3 by 2 matrix. So since these ones, the number of columns in the first equals the number of rows in the second, it means the two can be multiplied, and the answer will be a 2 by 2 matrix. So let us look at what happens when we multiply the two matrices, or how we do the multiplication of the two matrices. So in multiplying, you can see that we multiply each row with a column, for example, this with this, and that will end up giving us the answer here, which is 8. Then this one will be multiplied with this to end up giving us the answer, which is here. Actually, if we multiply this with this, this gives us the answer which is here. Then this with this, it gives us this. This with this gives us this. This with this gives us this. Then this with this gives us this one. So that is how we multiply matrices, but take note whenever you're multiplying matrices to make sure that you come up with the best answers And also be careful when you're adding, and also be careful of the positions where you place your answers. That's why we multiple this and this, we placed it here. When you multiply this row with this column, the answer is placed here. When you multiply this row with this column, the answer is placed here. When you multiply this row with this column, the answer is placed here. So basically that is how we do multiply matrices. Remember to like and also to press that subscription button, share and also comment on our lessons. Thank you for watching all our lessons.